and welcome to the Panelists, the show where the description changes every week, but the format is as predictable as a vacation planned by an uptight Belgian who's allergic to both gluten and excitement. I'm your host, Kathleen DeVere, and I'm not allergic to anything, I'm just a picky eater. This week I'm joined by Team Cam and Beige.
Our original team name was going to be Team Kathleen is Great, but this is probably better?
No, we've made a terrible mistake. We've made a terrible mistake.
Oh, no.
Can we take it back? Can we take it back?
Your team name is actually Team Kathleen is Great.
Kathleen is great.
So great.
The bestest.
I feel like you're learning, but you're learning the wrong things. I'm also joined by Team Object Permanence.
We're a cognitive Rubicon.
It's so good to see you.
Thank you, Beige. And another good news! Good news. You have passed the illegal medical trial you signed up for. In fact, it went so well for you, you've gotten substantially younger. Which is interesting, considering you were supposed to be testing a cream for athlete's foot. Anyhow, you now look, sound, and feel exactly like you did when you were 16.
Oh.
And as such, you're being sent back to high school is to not draw suspicion until they can fix your problem.
No.
So do you sign up for band or floor hockey?
This is hell.
Oh.
Is anyone here happy with this?
So maybe. I already did band once. Maybe a fresh start changes everything? Could 16-year-old you handle floor hockey?
What about this makes you think that?
Do you want to do band again? I'm assuming you were in band.
Yeah, for protection.
Do you want to do it again? I mean, you can do the safe route, or we could change it all.
Yeah, for protection.
Jocks protect their own. They're like a pack of wolves, right? I don't know, man.
I got a Stormblood t-shirt on, man. What the shit? No.
What if you change
Can
that?
you do band again?
I mean, I could, but then it'd just be band again.
Yeah! And you survived. Look at you now. Happy that you were in band and not in a room full of barbarians with goddamn murder weapons trying to slap around a fucking ball and pray to God it's not your head.
I mean, band would be great, but what if we could have sex in high school? Was I in the wrong band?
No, I mean, I met a really nice boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe band isn't too bad. We're team band.
Shit. Fuck. Oh, fuck. I can't wait to play floor hockey.
Oh, fuck.
Why floor hockey? Oh, my God.
Oh, God. They're gonna eat me.
Oh, we gotta find something good to mine out of this, Cam. It's all I can.
I played French horn, Beach.
I played tenor saxophone. I was at least on the cool side of the band instruments, but...
Baritone.
Yes, I was! John Coltrane!
Were you guys all in band?
Yes! I want to go back!
Wait, tenor sax, French horn, alto sax?
Also sex, I'm crying.
Baritone.
Right, yes, the thing that you get when you ask to play tuba.
Yes. Pretty much, yeah.
Oh
I was
my
like,
God.
I'm the tiniest dude. What's the most ridiculous thing?
I want to hide
The
behind an
tuba.
instrument.
Actually, I didn't want the tuba because I wanted the baritone specifically because I thought the tuba was too mainstream.
I would have assumed that's because it's too heavy to carry around to all the concerts. Because you had to hump your own instrument. That's all you got to do in band is hump your own instrument. You didn't get to hump anything else.
Unless you're Jacob, apparently.
Apparently?
Yeah, who knew?
Well, I was 16 though.
Who knew there was a path
was
to sex in high school through band?
I was experimenting. I didn't say it was through band.
Okay, there was so many hot girls in my band. Like, let's come right out, like, put that right out there. But none of them want to have anything to do with me.
I went to a Catholic high school.
Yo. Can I just point out that we are not 16, we just have the body of a 16-year-old.
Oh,
So,
right.
So now I get to go through high school with the actual adult awareness of how much hell this is. This is the worst.
The thing is going back to high school with this mind as a 16-year-old, I feel like I'm cognizant of way more things. I'd be way more relaxed. But because the choice is, do you be in band or do you be in floor hockey, I'm like, if I went into band, I could actually, like, this time I maybe buckle down a little more and get better at playing the saxophone. But now I'm going to go into floor hockey. And I'm like, well, I guess with a 16-year-old body, that's the time when you really should try to get in shape because it might stick.
Yeah. No, fair enough. Yeah, actually, I don't mind that at all. Because, like, if I was to go back and be in band, I would be playing French horn again. And honestly, that's not really a transferable skill.
No,
Right?
it really
like
isn't.
I can't go and practice French horn. If, I'd picked up something sensible, like maybe a violin, right? That would be cool when you're 30.
Oh yeah, exactly. You can stand alone in your basement suite, and you can play violin to yourself, and the people upstairs will be kind of like, "It's very pretty."
Yeah, it's like, oh, that must be a very cerebral person.
Yeah,
there,
exactly.
right? And people walk down the street, and their
hear
life
it.
is enriched. But whereas if you practice French horn as an adult, people are like, oh my God, we have to kill him.
Yeah, they're way more likely to knock on your door and bother you.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's why I
Yeah.
can't play saxophone in my own house.
yeah. Either the police show up after you practice French horn, and they're like, he was beaten to death with the closest thing at hand.
Yeah.
We're going with floor hockey, Kathleen.
Thank you. Floor hockey was the sport I hated the least in high school. That's how it was chosen.
Even beyond dance?
Oh, have you seen me move? I can't dance.
I'm sorry.
Floor hockey is more just like violence with sticks. It's not very organized. It's about as coordinated as I was ever able to get.
I lost honor roll due to the dance module in gym class, pushing my grades so far down that I fell below a B average.
Holy shit.
I failed dance class, Beach.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Did
The
you
only-
did you fail PE as well in high school?
I got like a D in it that year because the only thing in gym I was ever good at was running laps because I played French horn.
I have one memory from my childhood, which was playing floor hockey. And a kid pulled all the way back to do a big slap shot and cut the ear off another kid.
Cool.
Please be making that up.
No, real story, it was on my birthday. So instead of being able to do like birthday party stuff, we had to take a kid to the hospital to get his ear reattached. Just say no to field hockey, kids. Or floor hockey, or any type of hockey. That's how you lose your ears.
That's
like Letterkenny.
Yeah. Like, I really wanted to be like, "Hey, can we put like a little rope carrier spin on this? The floor hockey sweater. Like maybe something that's like, no, there's nothing to recover from here. This is some crazy shit. Why did you play floor hockey on your birthday?
It was my parents' idea, I don't know. They're like, look, Serge, we rented you nets and all these sticks and we can run around in the backyard. This is gonna be great. And a kid lost his ear.
I would have immediately tried to have organized a LARP.
Out of all the sticks and the nets and stuff?
Yeah,
Huh.
immediately.
Weird.
Again, real happy we're in band.
Yeah.
There's nothing saying that if you go into floor hockey at 16, you can't also take piano lessons on the side. We could just make this a blanket chance for self-improvement, even though we know that's lying to ourselves because, at 16, I played a lot of Super Nintendo, I think, instead of doing the stuff that I knew I should have been doing there. And I think as a late 30s man in a 16-year-old's body, I'm just going to be like eating pizza pops again and somehow wind up even worse.
Knowing the types of folks that generally, I might finally be popular because I can bring all of the knowledge and all of my connections from now into the 16-year-old form that's in high school. I would be not just like a nerd, I would be the nerd.
See, my most nefarious plan was that I was just going to be, quietly a very mature student in French class.
Oh. It's true. I mean, we're signing up for one or the other, but we still have to take all these other classes at the same time.
Right, absolutely. And honestly, all my experiences with interactions with teenagers these days, they've just been relentlessly impressive people. So any idea that I could somehow outcool them, I think, is really fundamentally flawed. Because, what are you going to do? This is the Buscemi gif, where it's like, hello, fellow teens, right? I'm going to be a giant loser in high school, just like I was a giant loser before.
Yeah.
No. Only now I'm going to somehow think I'm better than people? Again? That didn't work out well the first time either. No. This is all a bad idea. Can I be homeschooled?
I want to be homeschooled in floor hockey.
I'll be first pick.
Yeah,
Every time.
every time.
Finally. I was just thinking that Cameron, the French class, I was like, you've already got all the scarves.
That's what you're laughing about?
Kind of. And he's stupid funny. I've never not seen him in a scarf until today.
Well, it was warm out.
I feel like what we've come down on is that I have invented literally the worst prompt in the universe.
Oh.
Oh, don't be so hard on yourself. This was gold. I loved reliving this.
And that no one's going to have a good time in high school. So I award you all 100 points.
Oh, thank goodness.
Because
A silver lining.
what a horrible thing. If I had to go back to high school, at least I would know how to do my hair. That would be the only marginal upside.
Yeah, but you would just be so oily. Would your current hairstyle work as an oily teenager?
I was not an oily teenager.
Oh, really?
I was a dry, flaky teenager,
Oh.
as I am a dry, flaky, eczema-ridden adult. But at least I would know which ointments and creams to slather upon my body. And
We'll talk.
another good news. Good news! You've been challenged to a duel. Bad news, a fellow YouTuber has challenged you, but they're one of those content creators who just screams at random things like hedges, traffic bollards, and their irritated neighbors. As such, they have 3.2 million subscribers, and you're being forced to accept because it's good for Loading Ready Run. As per the terms of this wacky duel, which by the way is being sponsored by Loot Crate, your weapon will either be a box of bullet ants or a printout of your opponent's tweets from 2008. Choose wisely because there's going to be at least one Tweens React video to the footage of this international incident. Cam and Beige, what do you want?
Wait, they're Team Cam and Beach.
My plan has worked. We get the first pick every time.
Right Damn, foiled again.
Tweets. Finally, my entire life where I just go back and delete everything I say because it's horribly stupid has finally come to fruition, and my opponent will be unarmed while I just have everything they've ever tweeted there at the fingertips, talking about how they like Transformers, you know, how the new Star Trek wasn't really that bad, you know, their initial reactions to all kinds of stuff.
Devastating.
Hold on, what exactly is my weapon? A bullet ant?
A bullet ant is an ant that's very famous for its very painful sting. It feels like being shot by a bullet. So you will be facing off with a box of bullet ants, and your opponent will have a printout of your tweets.
Ah.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Does that mean that we have all of their tweets and they have a box of bullet ants?
Yes.
Can we take it back, please?
I mean, I could, but I did let you choose first, and you seemed very enthusiastic.
I think our best hope is that our opponents try to spit the bullet ants at us and wind up just creating viral content where they get stung on the inside of their mouth.
And we could make a reaction video out of that to idiot YouTuber eats bullet ants, gets stung. Please enjoy. That's good content for Loading Ready Run at this point, if we're debasing ourselves to have a duel with someone over drama. Why
Is
not?
this to the death or to the pain?
To the YouTube React.
To the YouTube React, so to the pain.
Or to the death. I mean, we don't. This guy's content is pretty terrible.
I know, but React videos are painful. That was the.
Oh.
It's cool.
Maybe what we need to do is look on the bright side of this. We have a sheaf of their tweets.
Right.
And if what we're working towards is the YouTube Reacts state, that maybe we'll be able to get in some digs before they realize how they're going to deploy these things. So if they're like, remember that time that you tweeted the N-word 6 times in a row in one day? We have that information right here. And they're like, oh my God. And they might just like freak out, or they might not understand how to open the box, or the box just might come open naturally, and then they'll get stung by their own bullet ants because they'll just be so like
Mortified.
distracted is what I'm going for.
Yeah, hopefully this plan to bank on the sense of shame of a YouTuber is going to pay off.
People are like, yeah, that was sick. I got 50,000 retweets. Ants!
Making it rain ants.
Also, I don't think that should be our delivery method. I think making it rain will result in a lot of hand stings.
No, but we 110% have to scream ants.
Of course.
When whatever
No.
we do, we do.
I think we're thinking about this the wrong way. The content on the paper is not our weapon.
Right.
The paper itself is the weapon. They fling ants at us. We just return fire with
A ream of shitty tweets, because there's
Yeah.
going to be that many of them.
Yeah, no, and you can use them to deflect the ants.
Right.
It'll be like the Matrix, only with tiny arthropods.
And when we knock the ants to the ground and they scatter, and he's running around trying to pick these ants up to throw them back at us, which I wouldn't do with my bare hands. Let's be fair. I'm still sitting there reading stuff off, being like, "Oh, that time you said something cool about how you want to sleep with your first cousin or something like that." Like all that stuff just can kind of keep rolling out while the audio's going on. Everyone will be able to hear it.
I assume a world-famous YouTuber is also not going to have this many tweets since 2008. Here, this is the hamburger grip.
Yeah.
They're going to have bankers boxes full. So really, all we need to do is lure them to within range of a dump truck and then just bury them.
So in their situation, they're banking on the amount of ammunition that their opponent's going to provide them. In our case, what is this YouTuber going to use against us? What is the combined mass of our tweets come to?
Oh, for me?
Nothing.
Nada.
It's going to be like a picture of a coffee, a sunset. That's about it. And I'm going to be flinging ants at them, and they're going to be like, I have nothing. I have nothing. I have no weapon in this fight. This is an unfair fight. I am now covered in ants. This is me projecting the YouTuber.
I have no ammunition in which to go back against Surge, who is the nicest person on the face of the planet, who is currently throwing bullet ants at me.
Yeah.
Look.
Wow. Wow.
I think that's going to bury you more than anything else, Surge. That's the problem.
That's self-defense. They challenged you.
That's what I'm going to say. I was put into this duel for the good of the company and not of my own volition, okay?
You were given the choice, Surge. You made a choice. You could have selected dismantling this person with his own words, but instead, you decided to inflict the most pain it's possible for a human to endure.
We had to pick second. You gave us no choice.
Monster!
You are. That is true. And I haven't known you that long, but I've got that real firm. Now, with bullet ants, for us, there isn't a lot of content because, I mean, I didn't sign up for Twitter until like 4 years ago.
I'm boring.
I don't think so.
Oh,
I think you're pretty great.
Yeah.
But they'd pretty much have pictures of your coffee and my dinners, and like me talking about Vampire the Masquerade.
Yeah.
Like that's my Twitter, and every once in a while going like, I got a job. Like that's it.
Stuff,
Yeah. Like exactly. They really wouldn't have anything to use against us. They would be forced to use the paper. So that means we've got to strike first. We've got a box of bullet ants.
Yep.
We have no choice but to bum rush them. Whoop.
Nerf gun.
Is that not cruelty to dangerous animals?
Also, what? You just get a Nerf gun? Can we just load the tweets into a real gun if we're just making stuff up?
I'm shocked that you didn't immediately jump to prison shiv.
I don't know how to make a prison shiv, Jacob. Is there something you want to share with us?
Growing up in New York is a bit different than growing up here in Canada.
Did you have a friend who lost an ear as well?
Okay. So what we've decided on is that we're all monsters, and we've all learned a lot about everybody's childhood.
Too much.
So I'm giving, what did I give you guys? 100 points each for the first question because it was horrific.
Sure.
The second question was also horrific. So I think the ultimate victor here with 7,000 points is the kid that lost an ear at Surge's birthday party.
Rip.
Rip in peace, ear.
Was this kid's name Dwayne? This really seems like a thing that would happen to a Dwayne.
I don't even remember.
Did it make a sound?
You don't remember him losing his ear and you don't remember his name?
I was a kid. Do you remember every kid whose ear you chopped off when you were in high school?
Wait,
you chopped it off?
Oh my god.
He's not denying it.
You said some kid. You meant me.
Okay. My face hurts. I'm sure several people have had a lot. This is a lot. This is a lot, and this has been the Panelists. Rip ear. Bye, everybody.